Come on, Paxson, let's go. This time we are going to town. What's our cliff racer count? 20. Are we heading out? Yes, lead on. Latte, follow me, please. That actually would have been a prime opportunity to spar with Latte because we don't want any of our companions thinking they need to defend us from our other companions. We've already had those issues before. Let me just grab some, like, rocks and flint. That's part of the ground. That's a piece of firewood. I wonder if I could do a decent pastel drawing of them. Ooh, I've got parchment. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. So if I up the contrast just, no. No, that doesn't work. Maybe the saturation? That looks comical. There we go. Yes. That is beautimous. That one is definitely going in the sketchbook. I saw something lurking over here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, we were gonna go to the Caldera Mages Guild for some reason that I cannot think of. And we were gonna go to try and find those Telvanni agents south of the Caldera mine. And there's also Horsemouth is around here somewhere. So there's all of that to consider. That would be a mine.
Citizen.
Okay. Yeah, I know, guys, you got stuck. So that's the actual mine. Let's go see what Caldera has to offer the intrepid traveler. Besides a very scenic, skyline. Yeah, that's not the right medium for that. Let's try charcoal. There we go. Might be too foggy, I think. Yeah, it's just too foggy. Never mind. We'll come back when it's sunny. Can't color correct our way out of that one. What we do need to do is fix our gear. Oh my goodness.
I can spare a few moments if you...
Party at Creepers. Alright, that worked. The last couple of times I've tried to do anything, I ended up crashing anything to Creeper. I ended up, for some reason, there was an incompatibility that crashed it. So, I'm glad that's not the case this time. Now, hammers, tongs, dead armor. Come on. Come closer. Thank you all. Packs on. I need the hammers. I thought there was a forge back here somewhere. Instead of just an anvil.
Blessing of the two moons upon you.
But Latte is good. He does not get hit very hard, very often. Nor does he hit people very often. He looks so strange with his little ears poking up. You, on the other hand, have the sword that just, yeah, likes to break. Arvessa? Vess, please. I need those. She's a little bit of damage here and there. Not a lot, thankfully. Alright, let's see how far we get. Well, I'm give the battered spear back. Strange town. I just can't put my finger on why. It is what it is, and I think I fixed my own sword. Yeah, I fixed my own sword, so we can throw that in the backpack. No, we can't. Paxson, carry the sword, please. I could have sworn there was a forge back here. We have so many pairs of prongs and no... Ah, forge. Okay. Paxson, quit playing under Latte's robe and give me the tongs. I can't reach. There we go. Oh, I need prongs, not... Pretty sure we picked all of these up in Dwemer Ruins, so we're gonna sell them. And we are not paying someone else to fix them. He's got adamantium. We will never be able to afford it. That's such a cool shield. Ebon Weave Helm. Goblin Helm, that's cool. Root Scale Greaves. Root Scale Helm. Armor rating 7, armor rating 14. It's light though. Silver cap. Wooden anklets. Wooden helmet. Oh, I guess that must be some kind of like... elfish thing. Alien curved short blade. Noise. Adamantium halberd. Adamantium longbow. Yeah, we will never be able to afford that. Do we have something better? I could get that for her. Crown chain helm. You know what I forgot to do? Green thumb glove. Fortifies my personality. Paxson, I need you to just carry this stuff outside, and then I will take it back, okay? Alright, now Paxson. I've been kind of looking for this toad scale armor. See? We did good job. Ate, you look so strange with your ears perked up like that. Put your head wrap back on. Thank you. Is that your only stuff? Yeah. You, however, had a bunch of stuff that you needed fixed. Armature, okay. Oh, also, your thing. Okay. Now, we came here to see the Mages Guild. This is Caldera, home of the Caldera Mining Company. Caldera is all about business, and business is good, so what can I do for you? The Caldera Mining Company is chartered by the Emperor to extract ebony ore from rich underground deposits here. I heard talk that a strange Argonian with spectacles is staying at the tavern in town. I think his name is Flimdar. Apparently he's been trying to recruit mages from the Mages Guild in town for some project, but they all turned him down. Last I heard, he was hanging out in Schenk's shovel. Strange fellow, to be sure. Sad. It is one of us, but not. It is like a wound, walking through life without purpose. Its connection to the Hist has been severed. It is more smooth-skinned than Marsh Brother now. One wonders how it did not die as a hatchling. Psst! Something that'll interest you. They say Schenk, the Redguard tavern owner, well, he isn't as innocent as he appears. Word is he killed his wife and buried her right behind the inn, using the shovel he displays so proudly. They call it Schenk's shovel, but some folks say it's become Sarah's grave.
Yes.
Okay, that's not at all creepy. Alright.
I have this one. Surrender or forfeit my mercy.
Who's
Hello?
fighting us? Do you feel that? Everyone here is at each other's throats. They just won't say it out loud. Well, most of them. I don't know if you're making a wise choice to further their ambitions.
Weren't they to you, friend?
Yes, I'm Adilla and Darren. Have you heard anything about Raylan Delvulu? Or perhaps you're here on other business. Did you wish to discuss the room for rent? Raylan has gone missing. He took his belongings with him and left via guild guide, so it appears to have been his choice to leave. Folmes said it was his decision and refuses to send out a search party, and I do see his logic, but I can't help but worry. See, if you have any information, please let me know. I have duties here at the guild that I cannot abandon to help with the search, but I can offer a small reward for any news. You're right, that's concerning. We'll help find him. Thank you, Giab. It eases my worry to know something is being done. Raylan didn't tell anyone where he was going, but he took all his belongings, so it must have been something he was planning. And recently he'd been asking questions about House Telvanni. The last anyone saw of him was when he took a guild transport, but Amelia says he traveled to Vivec, not Sadrith Mora. I do hope he hasn't gone to the Telvanni. He's an outlander and naive, and the Telvanni are dangerous. Please help him. As an apprentice of the Mages Guild, you're entitled to a first reward. Choose wisely and study the tome thoroughly. Book of practice spells. 1 second spells to practice destruction, illusion, mysticism, and alteration. Create with book on alchemy and enchanting. Let's take alchemy and excellent. Follow the advice of this book and you'll find more success brewing or enchanting. Okay, craft with magic. I think it just buffed my... Volms Merrill is looking for someone interested in helping him find our missing Khajiit guild members. So far, he hasn't had any luck finding anyone who cares about the matter, and we've searched for weeks without finding anyone. If you have some free time to spare for this lost cause, you might want to talk to him. You see, a few months ago, Sarah Schenk's wife, vanished without a trace. It was like she disappeared into thin air. Now, normally people would expect her husband to be distraught, desperate to find her, but Schenk, he isn't saying a word. Refuses to talk about it, as if he's hiding something, and the townsfolk, well, they suspect foul play. There are whispers in the streets, suspicion he had a hand in her disappearance. Okay. Do you wish to purchase novice robes? The service is only available to journeymen and those of higher rank in the guild. Raylan, he was one of those apprentices here at the guild, used to share a room with Medilla. He left quite suddenly, not all that long ago. Medilla's been asking around for information, if you've heard anything.
Well met. What is it?
Do you have any health potions, actually? We'll take one cure poison. You have no health. Oh, you do. I'll take those. Um, and a cure paralyzation. And I think I have stuff to sell to you as well. Spell, I can fortify health, cure poison, exclusive restore health. I don't need fortify health, I need actual health. But I will take that standard rising force potion you have. Come on. Thanks.
Ah, welcome, friend. Looking for potions to make you stronger, heal your hurts, or perhaps hide your presence?
Room for rent, 800 septums a year. Inquire with Medilla. Sought mage in good standing with the guild to share rent on room. No pets, no conjuring, absolutely no necromancy. Good personal hygiene is a must. Well, we have a pet, so... Oh, him. Yeah, we saw him. He was walking around the guild hall, bumping into everything because of those damnable goggles of his. He looks like an Ashlander, I swear. He told us he was studying a dwarven ruin in the Bitter Coast region. Said he put it there. Needless to say, no one here helped him out. Um, A creature's luck is its property of aligning itself with the subtle currents of fate and destiny. It is the most subtle of fundamental attributes, and can only be judged by observation of the favorable and unfavorable outcomes of a creature's actions over a long period of time. The Mages Guild is dedicated to the preservation and distribution of magical knowledge. Pursue your studies diligently, Latte, and the benefits of belonging to the Mages Guild will become clear to you. You should speak to Medilla. She's in charge of that. Are you here for more duties, apprentice, or would you be interested in doing a little work for me? I have a proposition. There's a teleportation artifact called a propylon index. I know where to find 10 of these propylon indices. I'll tell you where to find one. You bring it to me and I'll pay you 500 gold and tell you where to find the next one. And when you've brought me all 10, I'll make you a master propylon index, so you can travel back and forth between Caldera and the 10 propylon chambers all over Vardenfell. If you're interested, I'll tell you where to look for the first one. Sure. Good. Bring me the Holmaran Propylon Index and I'll pay you 500 gold. It's a tiny gray thumb-shaped thing about the size of a key. I've learned it's available from Ergola the pawnbroker here in Caldera, 3 buildings down to the right. It's not actually enchanted as such, so don't expect a detect enchantment spell to locate it. Each Dunmer stronghold on Vardenfell has a propylon chamber with enchanted artifacts called propylons, which can instantly transport you to other strongholds, but only if you possess the propylon index, which is the key to a given propylon. The master index I would give you will let you travel between Caldera and the 10 Dunmer strongholds, and Esreth, Barandus, Phallus Marion, Balancirano, Holmaran, Indoranion, Mirandus, Rotherin, Telesaro, and Balerin Viron. Oh yes, I remember him. One of the denizens of Black Marsh, though you wouldn't be able to tell from his speech. I think he was Imperial born. If so, that may be why he was acting so odd. Argonians without a connection to the Hist tend to act unusual, I understand. I don't know much about it. But I hear they walk through life strangely, more like men than beasts. He wanted us to go with him to the Dwemer ruin that he made. For the safety of the students here, I had him forcefully removed. Ergolo's the pawnbroker. He hasn't been here in Caldera long. I'm seeking assistance with a troubling issue that we've been unable to resolve. A few months ago, one of our members, a Khajiit, vanished without a trace. We've searched tirelessly for weeks, fearing the worst, but when we found no leads, we had to let it go. Unfortunately, this wasn't the first time a Khajiit has gone missing in Morrowind, if you understand my meaning. However, after exchanging letters with colleagues from other branches of the Guild, I've discovered that our companion's disappearance was not an isolated incident. It seems that several other Khajiit working in our Guild also vanished around the same time, and that cannot be a coincidence. I've reached out to the leaders of other chapters for help in uncovering this mystery, but they all seem too preoccupied with their own affairs to give this matter the attention it deserves. If you help me uncover where the Khajiit have gone, or any reason that explains their disappearance, I will reward you. What do you say? Will you take on this task? Of course. Of course. Latte wishes to assist however he can. Do you have any ideas on where to start the investigation? Good. I'm not sure where you might find clues, but you can start by talking to the companions of the missing member. His name was Drovir. He didn't have many friends here, or enemies for that matter, but perhaps he shared some information with someone before he disappeared, no matter how small, that could help us resume the search. If you come across anything that could be useful, don't hesitate to let me know. Elmusa Dramori is suffering from some kind of Dunmer curse, hasn't slept well in days. She lives in the last house on the right, if you're coming in from the southern gate. You still haven't not been given your novice robes? Well, perhaps it is more of a formality now, but as a member of the Mages Guild you will receive a novice robe. Take good care of it, for you cannot acquire another. If you have not already done so, any member of rank journeyman or above may visit Phaelane Sophronia, who is the guild provisioner located in Caldera. She can sell you robes focused on each school of magic if you meet certain requirements, which she will explain. Sud is a cavern on the far west coast of Sheogarad, due west of Dagonfell. There's an inlet west of Dagonfell before you reach the real coast. Do not be fooled by this. Oh, novice robes,
So
Latte.
good to see you.
What are you wearing? Restore magic. Apprentice mage robe. There you go. That's better. That's pretty. So very organized. Traveler's Guide to Vardenfell. No eating near the books, no drinking near the books, no writing in the books. If you damage the books, you pay for the books. Put the books back in the right place once you've finished with them. If we have more than one copy available, any member of the Mages Guild of rank apprentice or higher may borrow it. Should there only be one copy, only a member rank wizard or higher may authorize a loan. Thank you for your understanding. We're just an apprentice, so. House of Troubles. Dubious Tale of Crystal Tower. Biography of Berenzia. That's enough copies of the Mages Guild Charter to sink a ship.
There is someone watching me. I can tell.
That's it. She's gone too far. I'll see her disgraced before the council. Yes.
Monomyth, the firmament. Okay. Greetings to you. I'm Amelia Daronia. What name do you go by? I'm Deja, this is Gia, that's Latte, Nevarasa, and Paxson. I can't say I know her well. She's not very sociable. I don't know if I can be of any help with this matter. Drovir was very discreet about his personal affairs. He almost never talked about what he was working on, and as I told Folmes when the disappearance happened, Drovir didn't use the teleportation service that day to go anywhere. I'd only remember teleporting him once, and that was a couple months before he disappeared. I always got the impression he didn't like it. I think it made him feel sick. He mentioned he was going to visit another Khajiit at Wolverine Hall and had me transport him there. He didn't even use the guild guide to return. He managed to make the journey back on his own. After that, he would send letters or similar messages whenever he wanted to communicate with someone. Excuse me? Yes, that's right. Raylan came through a few days ago, asking for a teleport to Vivek. I didn't think much of it at the time. He's been going to Vivek a lot over the past few months. He did seem happier than usual, excited maybe. He didn't tell me anything about his plans, for a change. Maybe that should have been suspicious. I'm sorry I can't be more help. I hope you find him. He was hardly my favorite person, but it's really worrying, Medilla. Drovir. I knew Drovir well. He was friendly yet enigmatic, as most Khajiit are. We joined the guild at a similar time, but never got close. In the months leading up to his disappearance, he began to distance himself from the rest of us. He seemed driven by some obsession he never cared to reveal or explain. I simply assumed he had left willingly to pursue whatever it was that had captivated him, so I didn't think too much of it. These things do happen in the world of mages. The only thing I know that might be relevant, though I'm not sure how, is that just before his disappearance, Drovir was trying to learn alteration magic, despite a struggling grasp of it. He was one of the best illusionists I've ever met, capable of charming a Daedroth in a blink, yet he couldn't even cast a basic water-breathing spell. I don't know why you use alteration magic. I don't know why I use alteration magic. Drovir, you say? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about him. I've heard my colleagues mention his name more than once, but by the time I arrived, he was already gone. The only things I know about him is what I've heard around here. In the months leading up to his disappearance, he became very withdrawn and barely spoke to anyone, which is probably why almost no one has really missed him. Perhaps another member of our guild can provide you with more information. Yeah. Drovir? I don't have any more insight into his disappearance than anyone else. Drovir never did have a high opinion of me, and I felt much the same way about him. I can't recall ever having a private conversation with him. It always seemed like a waste of time. He seemed more fascinated by stargazing than practicing any real magic. And I'm not exaggerating. He would spend hours staring at the night sky. You might want to check with Emilia or Eremion. They were a bit closer to him.
Warm greetings, Outlander. Care
Report
to
back to
peruse my
Folmes that we've
scrolls?
talked to everybody in the building. Yeah. Have you found anything about the missing Khajiit? What have you found out? You tell Folmes everything. Much the same as what I gathered when I questioned everyone myself. There's something I either was not told or didn't pay much attention to at the time. Drovir's visit to the Wolverine Guild Hall to see another Khajiit. Now that we know Drovir's disappearance was an isolated incident, it's highly likely that these two events are connected. Go to Wolverine Hall, Latte, and speak with my colleague Skinkentree's Shade. Tell him you're there on my behalf. He may have information about these disappearances. Please accept this bag of gold to cover your travel expenses and for your trouble.
I can spare a few moments.
That's
Care to talk.
not going to help pay for the guild guide at all, so we will be taking a boat, probably. Clothier. Bunch of drunks. Last house on the right. That's Shank Shovel. Is this her house? That's the back of Shank Shovel.
Surrender or forfeit my mercy.
What are we fighting? Oh, there's a cliff racer way up there.
No time for idle hands.
I don't think I can shoot it from here. At Hellas's house. Guards, Shank, Shank, Shank. Trader, Gorak Manor. Caldera Loft. Where's this person's house? Shireen, no, it was a Dunmer woman.
Sarah?
She keeps to her house. She keeps to her house during the day, but Droshvir knows she goes on walks at night. Droshvir sees her many times. Okay. Guard towers. Is this her house? No. Where is this woman's house? Above the smith. Okay, why did someone tell me it was like the last house on the, or the first house on the right when you enter town? The door is locked. Alright, we're looking for a Dunmer woman. Nope.
So good to see you.
Right, if you come in from... No, she lives... I don't know. Oh, helps if I actually put my... Paxon. Where are you, Paxon? You have my sword. Yes, you have my sword. I need it. Thank you. Hmm.
No time for idleness. Surrender or forfeit my mercy. Another hopeless wound.
At least it's a nice night. Oh, we've already been back here. Yeah, we already have. Okay. That's craggy. It's almost like there's a path up here. Watch us have to use Elmsivy intervention to get out when we fall down a hole.
I should have slept a little longer.
Yeah, we all should have. It's a long way down. Hmm. We're technically in the West Gash region, so we could set up a camp and sleep here. Paxon, tent, please. I know, I know.
Our sugar is yours, friend.
Mm-hmm. Jib's like, I could go for some of that sugar. I am rested. Willpower, luck, strength, just for the carrying capacity. Okay, I don't understand what's going on with the hidden achievements. I guess he's getting contracts and he's not telling me about them? Axon's like, I am a good rat. I am a very good rat. I am the best rat. Yeah, I know. Oh, I thought that was a scrib for
Another
some
hopeless
reason.
fool.
Nope, there will be no walking up there. Hmm. Let's see. What all is around here?
Another hopeless fool.
Where's this one? Firewood? Okay.
You will die.
I don't see it, whatever it is that needs to die. Traveling trader and of the traveling traders. I don't think I have anything to sell right now. What do you have that I can buy? Scroll of Light. Guide to Balmora, Guide to Eldrun. I think I've looked at both of those. Clovian Bread. Raveni Sabas follows the trade of Bard. Okay.
Friend. The woods guide you, friend.
I just
Makes
want to... There have got to be like caves or something around here. Tombs. Mines. Oh my goodness. I did not realize that was over there. Huh.
We must endure our sorrows.
That's the Foyata Mamiya.
Another calm night. Far better than the ash storms we get back in Seren.
If the Foyata's on the other side, and then... Playing without Distant Land for so long, I don't really know where things fit together, and then I see and I'm like, what? What is this
No time
madness?
for idle hands. Surrender or forfeit my mercy.
There's another next hound. And then you climb the mountain and you look down and you see lava pools and you're like, whoa. Did not realize you could get from here to there. Oh, these are all lit.
Surrender or forfeit my mercy.
We'll skin these. We need more night Nixhound meat, like we need a hole in the head. Well, that was... I didn't realize I was hitting latte. Oh, I should turn friendly fire back off. Oh my goodness. Yay. I am an idiot of the highest rank. It's okay, you can admit it. I am rested. What did we do? Strength, willpower, and luck. There we go. You received assassin ability. Okay. Still don't know exactly what that means. Pack up. Is he just sneaking off killing people in the middle of the night? Is that what's going on? Anyway. Should probably look at the mod config menu. Companion leveler. Okay. Yeah, whatever. If this is enabled, followers that are 3 levels or more weaker than you gain 3 times the experience in experience mode. Example, you're level 10, your followers level 7 and below gain 3 times the experience. Yeah, no. If this is enabled, whenever your NPC companion trains a magic school, they will have a chance of learning a spell of that school within their abilities. Yes. Creature spell learning on level up. Huh. I still don't know what's going on, but whatever. Why are you looking at me like that, Giab? I'm a scout. I spend all my time clambering around in the wilderness. So, Danae asked on the stream earlier, or yesterday, I have no idea what time it is, what the plans were for Deja. And I said, I don't think anyone would want, nobody in our party would want to join Legion right now. Oh my goodness.
I have this one.
That's an earthquake. Why are we killing the fucking Paklar? Why? That was the most indignant way to die. Why did we just do that? Shame. Shame on all of you. While I'm thinking about it. Stop friendly combat from occurring. Player characters. Okay. What was I doing? I was gonna heal you. Or fail at healing you, as the case may be. Yeah. We haven't experienced an earthquake yet. That's from a mod called Shattered Stones. I believe it's R0 who made it. Could be wrong. That one is definitely on the mod list, which is a Google document that I try to remember to post in the subject line of, or in the description of every stream and upload. Feel free to check it out. It does not contain links because I'm not that crazy. Excuse me, can you help me? I've been robbed by some notorious thieves. Yes, just a few hours ago I was robbed. I'm certain it was the group that led by that Khajiit, Drogier. They stole all of my jewelry, but most importantly, they got 2 family heirlooms of mine. They've been in my family for years. If you can return them to me, I'll gladly pay you their weight in gold. Sure. You will? Excellent. I believe their hideout is somewhere east of Caldera, though none of the local authorities have been able to find them. No great surprise there. Yes, that scoundrel, he got my family heirlooms and I want them back. If you can retrieve them for me, I'd be eternally grateful. East. East of Caldera. That would be this way. Those are crazy moons. Why does it look like it's rippling? I don't know. We're just gonna do a big circle of Caldera, and then we're gonna go down towards Balmora. It's probably one of these cliff racers that's got them all freaking out. You know, I deliberately did not install Where Are All the Birds Going because I didn't want to deal with the frickin' bats. I'm going to be making my own arrows. I'm probably going to need to have a bunch of cliff racer plumes.
Another hopeless fool.
Ow. Somebody do something about that.
Another hopeless fool.
Oh, that's a Kagooty. Those things can do some damage. But they do have hide. Latte? Meat. We have a lot of it. Somewhere. Nobody needs this much meat. It's a rat.
At least the weather isn't terrible.
Hush, it'll hear you. Okay. Let's go inside. Oh, I have Night Eye now. It had no head. It's a zombie with no head. I just like those images. Graveyard, Bone Lord Gravetender. You are unwelcome here. This place has fallen under the sway of evil. Begone before we are first to untether your spirit from the flesh and the bone, by blade and by claw. I'm assuming we're not actually going to leave. I guess we need to find the lady before we'll be able to talk to anyone about that. Where I am all... You cannot tell me I have a little bit of tea left. Alright, we need to go into town and fill our water skins and our kettle. We need to find that lady. Apparently, deal with a Kaguri.
No time for idle hands. Another hopeless fool.
East of Caldera is the Foyata, right? Yeah. Anyway. Caldera actually somewhat has walls. Peckish. This is why we cooked an obscene amount of racer meat the last time we busted out the grill.
Yes.
I've heard of him. Rumor has he's holed up somewhere around town with his bandit of thugs. They say he's in some caves to the east of town, on the other side of the hills. I'd just as soon avoid him myself. She lives on the last house on the right, if you're coming in from the southern gate. So, Throcknolf the Craven, who is strong and tough, but not the brightest star in the sky, wanders into Shank's shovel and drinks enough to choke a guar. Then he tells everyone about the loads of loot stashed in their cave and how guards will never find it. And then he stumbles out of Shank's shovel and wanders west of town, not paying any attention to me following behind. After a while, he ducks into this cave. Poor fellow, he'll never learn. Interesting. Last house on the right.
Good day to you.
Muthsera?
Yeah, it's tight in here. This is lovely. That's me, what do you want? So you've heard of my predicament. Every time I sleep, I see visions of this screaming horror made of bone and souls, and this voice quoting the doors of the spirit. Guard your ancestors from beasts, from thieves, from profane priests and sorcerers. Let no creature steal your spirits, for the plundered hearth is diminished, and the plundered tomb is shame. Over and over it chants at me, pointing, accusing. I want it to stop. The last few nights it has been getting more strained, desperate. I hear them in the day now, faintly, from every dark corner and empty space. I know an omen from the ancestors when I cross one. I may not be the most devout, but by the three I know this needs to be dealt with. Go to the tomb, find whatever evil is disturbing the ancestors, and destroy it. I sent Cedric Chatorius to investigate, but he has not returned. Can you help me? You'll be paid for the work. Go to the Indalin ancestral tomb to the northeast of here, find whatever is calling to me in my dreams, and make it stop. Cedric's a bit of a swit, if well-meaning. They're a knight of the Resolute of Zenithar, sworn to protect the hard-working citizens in this ordained venture. Their words, not mine. They rent my attic room, paid for a considerable time, up front. I asked to investigate the nearby tomb when the nightmares first started, but he's not returned yet. I like that. Is that a belt that she's
Hail
wearing?
and welcome. Do you have any news?
No. We'll go talk to your revered ancestors. It's a hot day outside.
What do you want?
So,
You want something, friend?
Drovir would be in the Foyata? Okay. Paxon, this is one of those ones where we go in and you stay out, and I should probably give you the stuff that we're going to sell later. Because I don't need to be carrying this stuff. Not when we have such a good pack rat. Alright, there we go. Those trees are really weird.
No time for idle hands.
It's a Quama forager, guys. This is one of those areas that I think would look really nice if I had a grass patch, but I do not. Oh, we were gonna get water from the well. If we can't get water from the well, then we need to get a well. Is there a well? I don't remember seeing one. There should be one, I just don't know where it is. Or what it looks like. It should be standard Imperial, like in Sedanin, you would think. Huh. We may have to go into Shank Shovel and buy water. That's annoying.
Thunder rolls as Sisa hum. Here's Leowen as war rages on. Levic's warriors are on the attack, while traitors strike Si's back. Arrow seeking and sword.
Yeah, I don't need a limeware flask.
Death knells.
It's kind of cozy in here. If you ignore the loud outlanders, I would forbid Nords to drink if I could. Some of us are Nords.
Swings for Leowen.
Guide you, friend.
She's like, I forget about that.
Think
You
it'll
don't
rain?
look like one. Whatever that means.
Talk is free. What do you want?
No, I
Speak
don't look
freely,
like
speak freely,
anything. I
friend.
look like
You
a
want something,
particularly
friend?
sallow-faced Dunmer, who's particularly tall. And whatever weapon he was just carrying was way oversized for his tiny Bosmer body. Alright, now... let's go deal with this tomb.
No time for idle hands.
There we go. I'm blind and have Night Eye on at the same time because I see you through the eyes of the spirit and the echo of the words in your thoughts. Guard your ancestors from beasts, from thieves, from profane priests and sorcerers. Let no creature steal your spirits, for the plundered hearth is diminished and the plundered tomb is shamed. Those were my words, sent through the blood and lineage to find one who might purge this place before it is further profaned. You are yet another who has arrived in their stead. We are the grave tender. One who twists the arts of death to foul purpose has stolen into the grand hall and is enacting an unclean rite, tethering us all to their will. I hear the others, those without form, and they are suffering. I was commanded to forsake my duty and stand guard. They commanded nothing of defending with claw and blade, and less yet of singing through the blood to call on those who would answer. We would have you bring the justice of blades and teeth and blood to the necromancer. Do this for the dead. I intended no harm beyond what any might endure for their kin. They are a descendant of one interred here, knowing or otherwise, and there is a duty to be fulfilled. If it means anything to you, I grant you all of our apologies to carry to them, hollow as it is. This name means nothing to us. Perhaps they were the one who came before. We are assembled from this many, a host of spirits are refined and merged into the shell to better suit our ordained guardianship. We are amalgam, many voices bound to many bones. That explains why they have 4 arms. Alright, if things get real desperate, we can do that. I need to get good enough to be able to cast enchantments so I can put a feather spell on this backpack. I've got probes, I've only got 1 pick. I make poor choices. Paxlon, stay here with him, please.
When did I last check my supplies?
Yeah, we will not be eating any of that. It has no head.
forfeit my mercy.
Where are they coming from? No, not me. Not me. I'm not sure what got him borked. The AI is dumb. I need to check the no friendly fire thing again. See what's going on. Stop friendly combat from occurring. Okay. So down here we have a fuck ton of zombies. I think I've seen this movie. It did not end well. Let me just do a quick toppy-offy. If anyone sees a lantern or a torch, I will be more than happy to take it for myself. Why am I hearing water? Everybody wave, say hi to Paxson. Hi, Paxson. Having fun up there? There we go. There should be a key somewhere, I would hope. One would hope, otherwise we're screwed. That's creepy. That's super creepy. Which of course was the whole point of the mod. Oh, that was a pearl. Yeah, we're not leaving that in an urn. Emily is a blessed Almalexia. Bone mold open helm. Ashland or glass? Which one's better? 3 to 10, 3 to 10. We'll see which one he actually fights with. And how will we know? By which one I have to fix. Could really use a glass of Flynn right about now. Dreamer tube. Weird. Tired. Yeah. It's a tomb. Do you have a key? Honor the ancestors upon your hearths, within your halls, in the community of your temples, in the solitude of your tombs.
Fairly sure that wasn't mine.
Bingo. Sometimes I'm an idiot. Are we sure? I don't suppose you can get us through that door. Your security is higher than mine. No idea what to do about all of this. Key to Endowin Tomb. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I better chug a quality health potion. This is gonna be bad. Fight the summon, fight the mage. Somebody killed her already. The necromancer that invaded Dallin Tomb has been killed. Jinx Blade, that's what it was. Yeah. That explains the water I can hear. It's chilly down in the tomb. Not really surprising. Latte, I think you're carrying some Restore Magicka potions. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Cedric. Sorry, dude. He decomposed fast. Live in one world with your spirits. Honor the spirits within and without you. Do not grieve for us. Take shelter in our arms and pay heed to our words. Bound to foul service, now free to whatever fate awaits those who do not embrace the three and find themselves destined for the ghost fence. Pitiable. You have fulfilled the duty, we shall end our song to the blood. They may rest now, we will be silent as the dead ought to be. Be glad, mortal, you cannot hear the screams. The foul defiler's soul is being dismantled to empower the wards upon this very place. It is as it is good and right under the judgment of the three. The ending of the words is Almsivi. We are many, we are the bones and spirits of the ancestor dead, amalgamated and set to task. We are guardians, teachers, the first step between those gone and those who remain. We are oft called bone lords, though this is a meager descriptor, ill-suited to the depths of the truth. We tend to the tomb here, and the tomb beyond the waking eye and mortal time. Come on back, Zon. Are you carrying fabric for me? Yes, you are. Also fiber. I wish to make a soul gem bag. Because at some point, I'm gonna have to try and, start catching souls so I can enchant stuff. Mainly so I can have my enchanted backpack. I want the enchanted backpack. Okay. Let's go tell the nice lady that, her ancestors will stop screaming in her brain. I'll let her know that her ancestors will stop screaming in her head. And then we will continue on our way. Should probably arm myself, and I should give Geob the glass dagger that I gave him earlier. There we go. Off we go. Don't those moons look amazing? It's Markle, the same guy who did Windows 2 Aetherius, which is our sky, which is our night sky. And also the concept art Ghost Fence Replacer, which you haven't seen because we haven't gotten that far. We're not going to Ghost Gate anytime soon.
Good day to you.
Unless, you know, Cassius sends us, or I don't know.
Tell me what you want.
As a toad of the Thieves Guild, you have access to most of our services and beds, as well as supply chests. Ask Sugarless Habasi for jobs. Okay. And we're not going to make the mistake of trying to go upstairs in his house, because, yeah.
You want something, friend?
What
May I
brings
help
you
you?
here, friend?
I have no idea. What? That could be really pretty. Or it could look really stupid. How much is it worth? 27. We'll see how it looks on Vess. Mainly I just wanted to sell the Necromancer's robes. Come on. Can't say we need much from here, but worth a look. What do you think of this dress? Oh, it's like a little fairy dress. That's not gonna work. I thought it was like a gown. That would have looked really nice. Anyways, yeah, you can have this back. And also... Okay, that is worth absolutely nothing. Oh, it's mostly broken. Have a pearl. Piece of folded cloth. That's it really. Frost mirror robe. Beloth's robe. Exquisite belt. Expensive red guard robe. Extravagant red guard robe. Teddy bears. painting. Oh, that's nice. I bet I can make a better one. White towel. That's also a nice painting. We'll buy some candy just to have some for the kiddos. Oh, we didn't look at potions at all. I'm not seeing any that I want, though. Reflection, night-eye, invisibility. What happened to good old, like, health
Go ahead.
potions?
Speak freely, friend.
Ours
Maybe
is
the
to
pawnbroker
something
has
you need?
something. Okay. You have a Fortify health potion. That does me absolutely no good. Yeah, I wish I could mess around, but... Exquisite shoes. Those are indeed exquisite. Common ring? Okay. Ooh, that is very fancy. Also very fancy. Alright. I don't see anything I need here. Alright, we're gonna sign off for now. And we will pick back up here next time. And I guess we'll try and find that lady's jewelry for her. Take care of yourselves. Bye.